The human brain feels precise. It feels detailed. It feels like it records reality exactly as it is. But it doesn't. Every second, the brain is guessing. It predicts what should be there, then it fills in what it expects to see. Reality is not streamed directly into the mind. It is reconstructed, and most of that reconstruction happens automatically without awareness. The brain does this because it has to. There is too much information in the world to process in full detail. So instead of analyzing everything, the brain takes shortcuts. These shortcuts are called cognitive predictions. They make perception fast, they make decision-making efficient, and most of the time, they work remarkably well. But sometimes, they fail. The human brain evolved for survival, not accuracy. Long before modern life, speed mattered more than precision. Reacting quickly to danger was more important than seeing perfectly. So the brain became a prediction machine. It learned to anticipate patterns. It learned to assume continuity. It learned to guess what comes next. Instead of waiting for full information, it fills in gaps instantly. This saves energy, it saves time, and it allows humans to function smoothly in a complex world. But this efficiency comes at a cost. The brain does not wait to be certain. It commits early, and once it commits, it resists correction. Vision is often assumed to be the most reliable sense, but vision is one of the brain's biggest illusion factories. Each eye has a blind spot where the optic nerve exits the retina. There are no visual receptors there at all, yet people never see a hole in their vision. That's because the brain fills it in. It copies surrounding colors and textures. It creates continuity where none exists. The same process explains optical illusions. Lines appear longer than they are. Shadows seem darker or lighter depending on context. Movement is detected where nothing actually moves. The eyes deliver fragments, the brain supplies the rest. What feels like seeing is actually guessing, refined by experience. This shortcut system doesn't stop at vision. It also shapes sound. When listening to speech, the brain predicts upcoming words. It uses context, rhythm, and expectation. If a sound is unclear, the brain substitutes what should be there. This is why people mishear lyrics. Why whispered speech can feel clear in noisy rooms. Why accents are difficult at first, then suddenly become understandable. The brain is not passively listening. It is actively forecasting. Sometimes this leads to hearing names being called when no one spoke. Sometimes it creates phantom sounds. Sometimes it fills silence with expectation. Again, the shortcut is useful, but it is not flawless. Memory feels like replaying the past. But memory is another reconstruction. Each time a memory is recalled, it is rewritten. Details are added, details are removed. Context shifts. The brain stores meaning, not footage. It remembers the outline, then fills in the details later. This is why false memories can feel real. Why confidence does not equal accuracy. Why two people remember the same event differently. The shortcut system trades precision for efficiency, and over time, the gaps widen. Some of the brain's strangest experiences emerge from prediction errors. Déjà vu occurs when familiarity is triggered without a clear source. The brain predicts recognition before confirming it. The feeling arrives before the explanation. Time distortion happens when the brain compresses or expands experience. Routine moments pass quickly. Novel moments stretch longer in memory. Phantom vibrations occur when expectation overrides sensation. None of these experiences are faults. They are side effects of an efficient system operating at speed. Once the brain commits to a prediction, it becomes stubborn. Contradictory information is filtered out. Expectations shape interpretation. This is why first impressions are powerful, why assumptions persist, why beliefs are difficult to change. The shortcut system values consistency. It prefers coherence over contradiction, and it protects its own predictions. This mechanism helps navigate a noisy world, but it also explains why humans misjudge situations, why misunderstandings occur, why certainty can exist without correctness. Human perception is not passive observation, it is active construction. The brain is constantly predicting reality, then adjusting slightly when wrong. Most of what feels like now is actually expectation. Most of what feels like memory is reconstruction. Reality is filtered, simplified, and interpreted, not because the brain is flawed, but because it is efficient. The shortcut system is the price of intelligence. It allows creativity. It enables speed. It makes meaning possible. But it also ensures that no two people experience the world in exactly the same way. The brain never shows reality as it truly is. It shows what it expects reality to be. Most of the time, that expectation is close enough to function, close enough to survive. But occasionally, the gaps become visible. Illusions appear, memories blur, perception slips, and in those moments, a deeper truth is revealed. Human experience is not about seeing the world clearly. It is about navigating it efficiently. The brain's shortcuts are not errors. They are the hidden architecture of perception itself, and once they are noticed, reality is never quite the same again. Join us every Sunday for in-depth stories, thought-provoking questions, and extended explorations that delve beyond the short videos. Because knowledge doesn't stop at 60 seconds.
Thanks for watching. This is 60-second knowledge now extended. Because curiosity doesn't stop at 60 seconds. Subscribe on YouTube and follow us on TikTok.